readers. My name is Dawn Hughes, and I'm the coordinator for Booktrib's Book Club program. I'm here today with author Alex Bisset to talk about his heartwarming debut, The Destination Birth. I can't wait to hear more about it. We're thrilled that The Destination Birth was one of the selections available in Booktrib's Book Club program for March. Thank you. I know you're a very busy dad right now, so thanks for taking time to talk to us today.
It's my pleasure, Dawn.
Thank you. We're going to dive right in because I know we only have about 5 minutes, so no spoilers. But what can you share about the book that we wouldn't find on the jacket cover?
Well, the book is about the birth of my wife's and I first child, our daughter. But what you won't find on the jacket and what you won't find in the book is actually how the book came to be, which I never really intended to write a book, actually. When we got back from our trek, let's just say, my wife asked if I could just write some notes so we didn't forget anything. And I've always liked to write, and it is kind of a wild story. So I started to take some notes, and then I was like, this sounds so much better if I just write it all out and kind of like as it happened. And then I don't know, I get excited about this stuff, so I kept writing and I kept writing, and I would fact check with my wife, and so it took about 5 or 6 months to write the first manuscript, and then I actually gave it to my wife for her birthday. And she told me, she was like, "Oh my gosh, I love it! It's so great." And I was like, "Well, it's our story, so you're a little bit biased." But we then decided to give that manuscript to our parents for the holidays. They, same thing. "Oh, it's so great, we love it." And I was like, "Okay, well, you guys are a little biased too." So, I know we don't have too much time, but I want to just explain the background. But
That's okay.
basically, they encouraged me to, let's try and get this thing in print to have a book to give to our family and friends, and nothing beyond that. And so, through some research on the internet and whatever, it's actually become easier than ever to self-publish. So I found this website called Readsy, and there's a way it's basically a marketplace for authors to link up with editors, cover designers, whatever. But anyways, I reached out to this editor. I told her what I was trying to do. And initially, when we had our first call, she kind of grilled me. She's like, "Well, how many words is it?" "Well, it's 27,000. How many chapters is it?" "It's 42 chapters. "Okay, well, that's too many chapters for that many words." And I was like, "Listen, I don't really know what I'm doing here. Maybe you could just read it and let me know what you think, and then we can go from there." So she called me back and she said, "Alex, I've been doing books in the family relationship genre for 30 plus years. And I got to be honest, this is one of the best things I've ever read from a first time author." And I was speechless and blown away, but that's kind of really how, then we decided, okay, well, now we need to publish this, and we'd love to be able to share our story with the masses.
I love that story. It's such a humble start to what I hope is going to be a writing career. Are you thinking of more books now? Yeah.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, as long as the right story presents itself, and what I would say, particularly with this one, there's a charity angle, and again, I don't want to spoil anything, but you'll find out why when you read the book. But we are donating a percentage of the proceeds to a charity that's near and dear to us now.
That's fabulous. Thank you for sharing that. It seems like there would be some built-in sort of themes around this that would be good for discussion, but why do you think this would make such a great book club selection?
Well, I really think that, so it kind of has this mass market appeal because, I assume there are many members of these book clubs that are going to read it, and they're parents, right? And so as a parent, or as an expecting parent, or, potentially thinking about becoming a parent down the road, or even if you're just an aunt and uncle, you're going to identify with this story, and it's going to make you in turn think of, your own birth story, or your own children, or the, maybe some struggles you have, or maybe some lighthearted moments that you've had. But, I've been told by a number of people now that, they laughed, they cried, but they had a lot of fun with it. And that's not something I was thinking at the time that was going to happen, but it kind of made people more comfortable sharing their own stories with us in turn, and it's been really fun because of that. So I just think that there's going to be a lot of people, because so many of us are parents, that will really enjoy it. And I would also say, as a parent, especially now, I'm a parent of two. As of 3 weeks ago, I have another, but you have very little time, right? So it's a
Right.
pretty
Yeah.
quick, easy read. It'll only take you a few hours to get through, and I think that's really important, right? Especially as you're navigating nap schedules, etc. So that's it.
I love that. I'm going to actually buy a copy for my daughter who just had a baby. But I think if she had had the book before and thought there was potential for any kind of destination drama, she might not have, she might have been more scared, but I definitely going to get it. We're going on a trip next week. I'm going to get it for her. So that's great.
Excellent.
We're going to veer a little bit away from your book now because I know we're already probably over time, but I'm still building my TBR, and I know some of our readers are as well. So what's the best book you've read in the last year and why? Fiction or
Well, this
nonfiction?
one, it's nonfiction, and I love almost all genres, and I read a lot. But my favorite book of last year, I read Beneath a Scarlet Sky by Mark Sullivan. It's
Oh,
based in World War II Italy, and it's this one of those you can't believe true stories about a situation in World War II in war torn Italy, and I was just captivated from the moment I started reading it all the way to the end. It was awesome.
that sounds amazing and something I should read. I'm Italian. My family's from Italy, so
We'll
it will
definitely
speak
put
to
that
me.
on your list.
Yeah, absolutely. I honestly could talk to you all day, but I know you are busy and I have to wrap this up. So thank you again for taking time and congratulations on your human babies and your book baby. Big deal.
Well, thank you so very much, and it's my pleasure. And I hope everybody enjoys the read.
Thank you. For more information about Alex's book, please check out the book club page on the booktrib.com website.